Hello and welcome back. It's puzzle time with Sudoku Sleuth, and today we're going to be playing Remolino. Now, somebody left a comment on yesterday's puzzle, basically saying they got stuck on the second puzzle in James Sinclair's weekly artisanal Sudoku series. Now, because it isn't a puzzle that I've actually attempted, so I am just featuring it straight away. Now, looking at the solve count, there's already 1,500 of you or more that have solved it, and there's a high chance that a good percentage of you have already seen it. So, if I do get a chance, I will post a second puzzle, just so you can enjoy something new, and fingers crossed I will get the time. If not, hope you can enjoy it regardless. Anyway, let's take a look at today's puzzle and rule set with Remolino by James Sinclair and the following set of rules. Now, I had to look this up. Remolino, I think, means swirling in Spanish, which you can see is very aptly named with this swirl that's happening here in the middle. I say the middle, across the entire grid, really. Rules-wise, we've got normal Sudoku rules, and all clues are standard. So, normal Sudoku, place the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row. Every column, of course, every 3x3 box. Then we have entropic lines. So, along the orange line, every set of 3 adjacent... Oh, I skipped the thermometers. We'll come back to that. Entropic lines along the orange line, every set of 3 adjacent cells must contain 1 low digit, so 1, 2, 3, 1 middle digit, 4, 5, 6, 1 high digit, 7, 8, 9. Now, obviously, it doesn't have to be in this particular order. It's just the one that I picked. And remember this, every 3 cells have to be part of that set. So 1, 2, 3. Well, I've got another set in here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, this would have to be 1, 2, 3. And then the pattern repeats again. We also have digits in cells separated by a V must sum up to 5. So if this cell is a 4, is a 1, this would have to be a 4 to make sure these 2 cells add up to 5. And digits in cells separated by an X sum up to 10. So these 2 cells have to sum up to 10. That would be a 9 if this is a 1. I should go back to the thermometer. So thermometer digits on thermometers increase from the bulb end. If this cell is a 2, this would have to be 3 or higher. I don't have to have regular steps. That could skip a digit and go straight to 5. What I can't do at any one point, though, is decrease along the thermometer. So, as always, to play along, link in the description down below for you to do so. And with that said, I'm going to restart the clock and see how I get on. So clearly, the entropic line is the first order of attention. And I don't know what is low or high. I just know that every third cell is going to be the same entropy, polarity if you want. Let's call this green. The one after green I'm going to call, you guessed it, purple. And the one after purple I'm going to call orange. Perfect. And that is enough to actually give me polarity. On the thermometer, purple is smaller than green, which is smaller than orange. That tells me purple is blue, green is yellow, orange is red. Excellent. So we can go a bit further with this. That would mean this would have to be 1 or 2. This would have to be 2 or 3. Now, just think about the 5 in the corner. If I go with 2 and 1, well, the only low digits that I have left now are 3 and 4. They would add up to 7. So that's clearly not what's happening in here. So I'm fairly sure this has to be 3. This has to be 2 to allow me to fit in a 1-4 pair and then a 6-9 in here. The 1-4 in here would give me 2-3 across and 7-8. The 2-3 here would give me another 1-4 pair at the top and then another 6-9 to complete the 10. The X, well, actually, let's do this, the easy part. This is now clearly 4, 5, 6. This is now 7 or 8, 8 or 9, and then another 2 or 3. This is a 4-6 pair. Can't have a 5 in an X to add up to 10. That 6 gives me direction, and that 4 gives me 1 and 4, 9. No, that's all it does. Actually, no, it does. It gives me 8 and 7 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 7. Fantastic. This is collapsing surprisingly quickly. There's a thermometer here. How about do easy bits first? Let's just fill in some of these things that we should know. Should know. Famous last words. 8 and 9 already at the top. That's definitely a 7. This is 8 or 9. This is not 1 or 3. That is definitely a 2. where do I go from here? So I may as well, like I'm trying to avoid just absolutely pencil marking everything. Doesn't feel like the best order of business here. Kind of surprised I managed to resolve this side, but not, of course, because I'm not paying attention. 1, 4, 9. Right, this cell is at least a 5. I can't be 1, 2, 3, or 4. So 5, 6, obviously it can't be 7, 8. So that's 8, 9. This is 6, 8, and it's not 8 clearly at the top here. That is just 6, which forces this to be a 5. This is 8 or 9. And then the rest of this, I include another 8, 9, and then a 1 and a 4. Which one of these can actually go inside this yellow entropy? That's definitely the 4. And these are 1, 8, 9. That's not 8 or 9. That's a 1. That's an 8, 9 pair. And then in here is another 4, 5, but it's not a 5. That's 4. That's 5. 1 is not there. In fact, what is there? So I've got essentially another high digit and then a middle digit, because 4, 5 are not available. In the middle digit, the 6 is only here. So this is another 8, 9. And then this is the remaining middle digit of 5. Yeah, Sudoku says 5. In here I have 2, 6. That's the 6, that's the 2. And in here I have a 1, 3 pair by the looks of things. This is not a 2. This is another 1, 3. This is not 7. This is another 8, 9. Sorry, taking a moment to just spot anything useful. I mean, that's not 1 or 3. So that's the 1 or 3. That's the 5. I can type. That's 5. 1, 3 pair. I need a 2, which is not at the bottom. Don't want to pencil mark these. So what's down here? So essentially I have a high digit. So I probably at most, yeah. So I've got a 6, which can only be there. Then another 7, 8. Then another high digit of 7, 8, 9. Then a 5 in one of these two cells and a 2. In fact, it is just 2, 5, 2, 5, because they can't go inside the high digit. Then I have all the low digits done. I have a 6 in one of these with a 7 or 8. And then in here is another 7 or 8. 5, 6, 1, 3, 1, 2. Not 2. 1, 3, 1, 3. Not 3, that's another 1, 2. I say another 1, 2. I don't actually have a second one in the column. You see, one thing that I always try and avoid doing in these puzzles is coloring the entire grid. Not that it's actually a bad thing to do, especially if it takes you a while, like I do, to spot things. That's the only place for a 5. So that's all the middle digits done. So I need another red digit, basically. And, sorry, another blue digit, and then another red digit. Well, 2. 8's not here. 8 is in one of these two cells. Not convinced. This is 4 or 6. This is anything. What is this cell? This is anything. In fact, we've got all 3, and a 5 gave me a 2 and a 5 in here. This looks like a 1, 3 pair to complete the column. That is not a 1. That is not a 3, excuse me. That's a 1. That gives me 2. That gives me 3. This is another 8, 9. Again with the word another. 7, 8, 9, not very useful. I mean, 2's not here, 2's not there. The only place for a 2 is in here. No 1s. 1 is in one of 2 places, which gives me a 3, a 1. Not a 1, a 1. And these are all 7, 8, 9s. Again, I'm going to avoid pencil marking something unless I can actually remove digits from it. We should probably do a bit of Sudoku now. 4 digits. So like the 3s, I can just finish them. The 1s, I can finish those. The 2s, I'm very nearly there, aren't I? Famous last words. 2. 2. Okay, nearly, not quite. What about middle digits? 6 gave me a 5, who knows how long ago. 2 high digits, that gives me 3 high digits. That is a low digit, sorry, a middle digit. That is not 4 or 5, that is definite 6. That is not a 6. This is the only place for a 6 now. That places a 6 over here. What? A 6 over there, excuse me. A 4 over here. A 5. That is joining the 2-5 pair, but the 5 is there, the 2 is here, the 2 is there. I think that is everything but the high digits. There's a 4 somewhere in here that I need to place. And all the rest are 7, 8, 9s. Yep, that's another 7, 9. They're not 8s. That's an 8, that's a 7, that's a 9, that's an 8, that's a 9, 8, 9, 8, 9, 7, 9, 8, 7, 7. Don't know. Well, that's 9, that's 8, that's 9. 7, 8, 7, 8. How am I stuck? No, I'm not stuck. 7, 8, 7. And if I've not made any mistakes, 8 for the finish. Lovely puzzle, once again, Mr. Sinclair. Fairly smooth solve, I thought. You know, the entropy, like, unless you made a mistake at the very beginning with your coloring, you know, the thermometer really does give you a ton of information. As long as I think you spot the fact that this couldn't be 2, 1 because it would break the V, you should be in for a pretty smooth solve after that. Hope you guys enjoyed the puzzle and the video, and I'll see you back soon. Bye-bye for now.